So this is gonna be part 4, and it's gonna be the first like practical episode, I guess, where I combine everything I've talked about in the past 3 videos and put them all together in sort of like a one race style. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to pick a map. I am going to pause using the like dolphin pause feature at specific points where I need to make decisions about what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Metal City, and I'm gonna pick, yeah, why not? Let's pick Sonic, and I'm gonna pick default gear because I think it's the best thing to learn on. So before I do all of this, let me set some things up. How do I do this? Okay. Right. So, the reason I picked Metal City is because it's a long stage and it will give me the most opportunity to explain the things we've talked about with regards to resources and ramps and so on and so forth. But it means I won't have a chance to explain QTEs, which is fine, it's not a big deal. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to restart this actually. First thing I'm going to do is focus on this start. So I'm going to walk backwards until the end of the 2-bomb, and then run forward and then start. Not the best start, but it's okay. The next thing I'm going to do is focus on collecting these 10 rings. I've got 6 of them. By the time I finish charging this jump, I'm going to have 9. See, I boost chained at the start. Something I could do here while charging my jump is continue to boost chain until the end of the ramp. This is a technique called jump cancel boost chaining. It's very hard to do very well, and it also drains your air like really quickly. So I am of the belief that this is not worth it to do if you're ahead. If you're behind, it's fine. If you're ahead, I wouldn't do it. And there are 2 reasons for this. The first reason is it will drain your air, as we've talked about. And the second reason is while you are holding your jump charge, it will instantly cancel all of your boosts. And what this also means is it will instantly cancel, or it will instantly take you out of the attack state. That's not something I want to do because it leaves me vulnerable to other people attacking. It also makes it really hard to tornado when you're in this state. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is focus on this ramp, and I'm going to intentionally try and get top path here, which I miss, right? This is not a big deal on this stage in particular, because on the bottom path, you get 5 rings anyway for free in the middle. I went around them because I was expecting to get top path. But yeah, you get 5 rings in the middle. If you're power type, you can, I'm gonna I'll pause here. If you're power type, you can come here, get those 5 rings, and then cut over the grass, come here, hit these speed pads and get these 10 rings, right? Oh, there are speed pads here in multiplayer, I think. Let me see. But yeah, you can get those 10 rings, and that's fine to do as well. But yeah, let me just redo this. So yeah, focus on a good start, boost chain, get these 5 rings, get these 5 rings, get top path. And then boost chain on landing. You can see my speed is at 226 here. And that's because I landed with an X rank, and I boost chained off my X rank. And this is good to do when you're level 1 and 2. Do not do it at level 3. It will slow you down. But yeah, the reason I go for top path here at level 1 is because there are item boxes here, and these are RNG item boxes. There's a chance that you get 10 rings out of these boxes if you're in first place. If you massively fuck up and you're super behind in second place, then there is a small chance you get 20 rings. If you do get the 20 rings and you collected the 10 rings at the start, you will get level 2 off this top path. And that's something to keep in mind. I am not going to take this top path if I'm a power type, because I get 10 rings anyway, or if I'm level 3 already. And that's because it's slower routing. So yeah, I'm gonna collect this. I got air there, so my thingy didn't pay off. Then I'm gonna drift boost here. I could boost chain here after this drift boost, but I know this stage and I know that's a bad idea because I'm gonna go airborne in a little bit anyway. And going airborne like massively reduces your speed. So what I'm gonna do is hit these speed pads and I'm gonna focus on collecting these rings. So I get 5 here, and I got 4 here. So now I'm at 27 out of 30. We're coming up to this manual ramp and these pits. I'm going to look at my air and I'm going to look at my rings. I have a lot of air and I have 27 out of 30 rings. Even if I get an airbox down here, I know I'm going to hit level 2 anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over this manual ramp. Right? And then we're going to pick up this airbox. Oh, something I should have mentioned is you should boost when you land after that top path. And it's something I forgot to do, but it's not a big deal. Because this is just a like an explanation video, I guess. In an actual tournament race, I would boost. Well, I wouldn't boost because I don't play boost gears, but still, if you were in a tournament race, you should boost. But yeah, I'm gonna land here and I'm gonna boost, and I'm gonna get this, and I got level 2 off it, which is nice. Yeah, so now what I'm going to do is we are coming up to a section of the track which is very open and gives me a lot of sort of different things I could do. What I'm going to do is boost chain out of my level 1 boost. It's still worth it to do, even if you hit level 2. You can see my speed's at 241, and most characters boost at 230 at level 2. Or most gears, rather, I should say. But yeah, then I have to make the decision about what I'm going to do here. I can either cruise down the middle, or I can go up to the left on the half pipe, get sort of 10 or 15 rings, and grind. Because I've done like routing for this, and I've seen people do this, I know it's always beneficial for me to take the left rail. So I'm going to do that here. I missed the 10 rings, but it's not a big deal, because I get this rail. This rail makes you very fast. See, I'm grinding at 350 speed, and it will also like pull me super fast to the ground. I'm not going to lose very much speed because I fall for so little time. So what I'm going to do is boost chain when I land because I'm level 2. Right? I'm going to go around this corner, boost chain again, and now we're coming up to another ramp. You can also see I hit level 3 here. This is something you should be aiming to do, is hitting level 3 before you reach the second ramp in Metal City. But yeah, we are now coming up to a ramp that I hopefully want to get top path on. And that's because top path in this is much faster than bottom path, and it also means that if somebody, my opponent, does get bottom path, I'll be able to tornado them as soon as they come out of the QTE. And this is a broken strategy that I think a lot of people should use, especially if they're level 3. Level 2, it's a bit harder to do because level 2 tornadoes move. And level 1, slightly difficult because tornadoes are really small at level 1. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off this ramp, get an X rank, or get an SS because I jumped earlier, I guess. I boost chained when I landed. This is stupid. Don't do this. When you're at level 3, do not boost chain after a landing, because as you can see, it puts you at 237. So now I'm going to go for bottom path. I boost on landing. Always aim for X ranks, because they will restore like the most amount of air. Even if you have a lot of air, it's always good to go for X ranks anyway. Because if you do like mess it up, it's not that big a deal. But yeah, next I'm gonna go for this rail. And the reason I do this, some people go for the second rail only, not the first rail. If they're playing high boosting gears, this is something you have to experiment with yourself, do your own routing and so on and so forth, see which is faster, which is not. I like taking both rails because it's easier, to be frank. I'm then going to boost chain off this rail because this rail also sends you very quickly. So yeah, boost chain off that, then jump here, boost here, get a speed shoes, which is nice. Now I'm gonna take this rail on the left here, and the reason for that is I'm at half air. I do not have enough air to be in boost state until the ramp. And this air, along with the ramp, will give me that air that I need to get to the end of the track with no problems. So I'm going to do that. And boost chain on landing again, because that rail gives me a lot of speed. Boost chain here, charge jump, top path, and again, and boost. And again. Last lap, I made a mistake there because my drift didn't come out. But now I'm on even less air thanks to that mistake. But it's not a big deal. That rail restores enough air that I need to make it to the end of the race, if I made that corner properly. But yeah, that's the basics to sort of the decisions that you should be making and so on and so forth. Yeah, hopefully you lot enjoyed this video. And if you want tips on anything, let me know in the Discord and I will come back to you. But yeah, thanks for watching.